On Twitter, the McDonald's Japan account posted an ad featuring a cute anime family enjoying a meal together. Not a big deal, right? Wrong. This post was accidentally helpful in pointing out the contrast in social programming that's happening between both the United States and in Japan. Now, let's see how people are reacting to it. McDonald's ads in Japan versus America. Japan is the only place that'll put white redheads with green eyes in a McDonald's commercial. And here we have one Twitter user making the obvious comparison between Western ads and what they promote versus Japanese ads. One user writes, McDonald's Japan promotes having a family as a plus, yet here in the West, this is frowned upon. We need more stuff like this, not kids being seen in a drag show. The Japanese got it right. In America, this commercial would have been two lesbians and a dog. Another user writes, BlackRock is spending trillions to prevent something like this from airing here. McDonald's Japan made a burger ad that isn't pushing some bizarre anti-human agenda and people are actually blown away. Another user writes, OMG, she's ginger. Everyone panics, she's not black. This tweet is actually a commentary about how Hollywood does nothing but replace all redheads with black people in film. Another user points out, this went viral because the American mind cannot comprehend wholesome beauty in advertisements anymore, and it takes McDonald's Japan to snap us out of a psychologically terrorized state. And this comment is from a Japanese Twitter user who notes, overseas advertising for this Japanese Mac is growing tremendously because of left-wing propaganda. People in the West are forgetting about normal, non-political advertising. In recent years, regardless of the product, there's been a trend of forcing characters like transgender, fat, black, disabled refugees without any context, and people are tired of that. These reactions are a result of several years of social programming that has been happening in Western nations. Thanks in part to advertising from large companies like McDonald's, ads in Western nations are likely to feature disproportionate amounts of mixed-race couples, only minorities, or mostly members of the LGBT community. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't appear in ads or in any form of media, but that it has become noticeable how they're overly represented in media compared to actual demographics. A foreigner looking at most modern US media, from ads to film, would likely assume that more than half the population was black. But they'd be wrong, as the US black population is only 13.6%. For the representation to actually match the stats, 1 in every 10 people in US media should be black. Since it's just over 1/10, we can go with one very tall black person for proper representation. Instead, it feels like companies are overrepresenting to make up for past aggressions or lack of representation. Two wrongs don't make a right. Another reason why this forced diversity is happening is because companies are pressured by organizations to overrepresent minority demographics in order to boost their ESG scores. We can blame the likes of groups such as BlackRock and Vanguard, who are two of the largest institutional asset management companies in the world. They invest in large companies, such as McDonald's, and then pressure said companies to make social changes in spite of it not benefiting the company's bottom dollar. The companies are doing what they need to do in order to qualify for more investor money, rather than doing what would actually help them increase their sales. As a result of these investments, we'll see McDonald's US post the following on Twitter. Now, how does this help us sell burgers? After years of social programming, people in the West can't help but notice when something that is out of the ordinary, such as a nuclear family, is presented to them. On the flip side, the post from McDonald's Japan could be attributed to the Japanese government trying to socially program its citizens to make babies. For the past years, Japan has been experiencing population decline. Unlike the US or Europe, Japan isn't going to allow hordes of foreigners to freely enter their country to make up for their population decline. That's why you might encounter nudges from the Japanese media pushing the youth to desire forming a family. R.I.P. to Shinzo Abe. See ya, space cowboy. So tell me, which social programming would you prefer to be shoved down your throat, and where are you from? If you reached this point in the video, thank you for watching, and I would appreciate it if you left a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel. Be well and take care.